Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we break down the complex world of corporate finance and uncover the juicy details everyone else misses. Get ready because today we are diving into Frontier Communications Parent Incorporated's latest report, which has some interesting moves related to a big merger and financial maneuvering. Before we start unraveling this, if you love getting these kinds of insights straight from the source, make sure you are subscribed. And hey, we've built a fantastic community over on Discord where we talk all things stocks, corporate filings, and more. The link is in the description below, so come join the conversation. Let's get right into it. Frontier Communications is in the middle of a pretty big deal. A merger with Verizon. This filing mostly talks about some financial actions taken because of that upcoming merger. So on the 18th of December 2025, the company made a couple of key decisions. First up, they had a convertible unsecured promissory note with Verizon that had a credit line of up to $200 million. Now, this note was meant to be drawn down in different stages over time, with some of it being available in early 2026. But on the 19th of December 2025, Verizon decided to waive some of those drawdown rules. This allowed Frontier Communications to pull the remaining $150 million all at once. This means the note is now fully drawn and no more money can be borrowed against it. The interest rate on this loan is pretty standard SOFR plus a bit. What is interesting is that if the merger agreement terminates for some reason, this whole loan and any unpaid interest will automatically convert into Frontier Communications common stock. The conversion price is set at $38.50 per S-share. They got this loan through a private placement exemption, meaning it wasn't publicly offered. Next, we're looking at some executive compensation adjustments. Because of this merger with Verizon, certain employees might get what is called excess parachute payments. These are basically payouts to executives when a company is acquired, and they can trigger some hefty taxes for both the company and the executives. To avoid this and to keep the tax deductions for the company, the board's Compensation and Human Capital Committee decided to speed up some payments. They approved accelerating the vesting and payment of annual cash bonuses, a portion of restricted stock units, also known as RACs and performance-based restricted stock units. The CIOs, these were originally scheduled to be paid out in the first quarter of 2026, but are now being paid out in December 2025. This is a strategic move to manage tax implications. Let's look at the specifics for the executives. For Nick Jeffrey, the CEO, it means he is getting a $3.64 million bonus and about 282,039 shares of company stock. This includes his 2025 bonus, 131,704 shares from accelerated RASUS and 150335 shares from accelerated SUS. For Scott Beasley, who seems to be a senior executive, he is receiving a $1.05 million bonus and about 128,682 shares of company stock from accelerated SUS. And for Veronica Bloodworth, another key executive, she is getting a $1.001 million bonus and about 26,039 shares of company stock from accelerated RSUs. All these amounts will be reduced by taxes. However, any additional amounts earned based on preset performance goals for the 2025 bonus and the accelerated SUS will still be paid out in the first quarter of 2026. Now let's shift gears to some more financial news. Frontier Communications subsidiaries Frontier Tampa Bay FAL Fiber 1 LLC and Frontier SPFAL Guarantor LLC have secured a new incremental commitment letter with Barclays Bank PLC. This commitment means Barclays is providing a $750 million incremental term facility. This is essentially a new loan facility. It is subject to a few conditions like finalizing the legal documents and getting regulatory approvals. But it is a significant amount of new funding. Barclays is acting as the sole lead arranger and bookrunner for this deal. Frontier also has the option to reduce or cancel this commitment without penalty, which is a nice bit of flexibility. On top of that, Frontier Holdings entered into an amendment to its existing credit agreement governing its senior secured term loan and revolving credit facilities. This amendment significantly increases the prepayment exception related to receiving cash from incurring certain senior debt from $135 million to a massive $830 million. This basically gives the company more room to maneuver with its debt financing and could signal future debt raising activities or restructuring. So what does all this mean? Frontier Communications is clearly getting its financial house in order and preparing for the merger with Verizon. The accelerated executive payments are a smart tax planning move to avoid penalties under current tax laws. The significant new loan from Barclays and the amendment to their existing credit facility suggest they are securing substantial financing and maintaining financial flexibility, which is crucial during a major acquisition. The automatic conversion of the Verizon note into stock at a fixed price, if the merger falls apart, is an interesting protection mechanism for both parties. Looking at the bigger picture, Frontier has been working hard to transition from its legacy telecom business to a more fiber-focused company. These financial actions and the upcoming merger are key steps in that strategy. The company is showing a proactive approach to managing its financial obligations and executive compensation in the context of this transformative event. Now let's talk about the company's direction. Frontier is definitely betting big on fiber optic networks. This is a good long-term strategy as demand for faster and more reliable internet only keeps growing. However, the telecom industry is incredibly competitive and capital intensive. They need to continue executing their fiber build-out and customer acquisition plans flawlessly. The debt levels are always something to watch, especially with these new financing arrangements, but the company seems to be actively managing them. A notable risk here is the successful integration post-merger. Merging two large companies is never easy and requires careful execution. On the opportunity side, the combined strength with Verizon could provide significant advantages in terms of market reach and resources. My clear conclusion is that Frontier Communications is in a period of significant strategic change. They are making smart moves to manage the financial complexities of the Verizon merger and to position themselves for future growth in the fiber market. While there are always competitive and execution risks in this industry, the recent actions indicate a company focused on optimizing its financial standing and preparing for a new chapter. Alright, that is our breakdown of Frontier Communications, Parent Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on these financial moves and what they signal for the company's future and its merger with Verizon? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss our future deep dives. And don't forget to join us on Discord, the link is in the description. Thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you in the next video.